Hey everybody, welcome back. Hope you had a good day today. It's a good day for me. Uh, Pretty much just school again. And I went down to work to get some milk, and that was about it, honestly. But I did get a compliment today, which surprised me. Well, I guess I shouldn't have. This isn't a bad sign. What did I wear today? Sexual sugar daddy. Um, Sometimes I buy shit based on names. Funny, this was one of them. It's kind of like sexual sugar daddy. I'm going to buy it. Not having huge expectations, and I also buy like weird stuff like Marvel colognes, Iron Man, Batman, DC, shit like that. Uh, this is just one I bought on the name alone. Um, and like I said, no expectations. I except I thought it was going to be a sweet scent, maybe with a hint of maturity. Sexual sugar daddy. That would kind of make sense, right? It's going to be a sweet scent with some mature vibe, a bit of mature vibe to it, like a sweet Azaro pour home. I don't know, something. It's kind of what I was expecting, but it's still a low expectation, right? Um, it's not that at all. It's not that at all. Let's get into how I wore it. Four in my moisturizer. One, two, three. Shirt on. Four, five, six. Wasn't a tank top day today because it's rainy and a little chilly. So it was just a regular old shirt day. So no shoulder sprays. Um, but performance, okay. I got about 5 to 6 hours out of it. Projected pretty good for about an hour, hour and a quarter, about an arm's length out there. And then it comes in pretty quick and gives you a bubble for a few hours. And then it's a skin scent for a couple hours. So nothing spectacular, but I mean, it was $20 and it's a Michel Germain, so it's not really uh, Dior quality. So, but not bad quality, especially for $20. No, I'm not trashing or anything because I actually kind of like the scent, believe it or not. So, what do I get from the smell? Well, like I said, I expected when I first bought this. I remember looking up the notes, seeing things like cinnamon and sugar, and I think it was praline or tiramisu. I can't remember now. I think it was praline, and so I expected this uber sweet scent, like I said, with the daddy name in it, maybe something a little more mature underlying the sweetness. And that's not it at all. There is a sweetness to it, but it's a soft sweetness. What I get mostly, and it's a pretty linear scent, pretty much from start to finish. The smell stays the same. Now, certain things are more noticeable as the fragrance goes on, but it's the same smell. You know what I mean? There's not a whole lot of change to it, except for the concentration of what you smell. And when I first put it on, I get hit with a grapefruit that doesn't go sour on me. A bit of a funk to it. I'm guessing that's coming from a wood or a leather something, because there is a leather vibe to it. Mixing with the grapefruit, giving it a bit of that. You mix grapefruit and leather together. Every time I've smelled that, it's got a bit of a funk. This has got that funk, but not a bad funk is what I'm trying to say. It's a little different. But it's basically grapefruit and lavender off the top, real heavy on the grapefruit. You can smell a bit of that leather, like I said. You can smell a bit of cinnamon. You can smell a tiny hint of cinnamon. So it's got some spice to it. But it's a very fresh, slightly spicy, slightly sweet scent. And as it goes on, breaks itself down, it stays that way. Just, about the mid, leather comes out a little more. The grapefruit and the lavender take a bit of a backseat to the leather, and a slight hint of tobacco in the dry down. But that's kind of it, honestly. But not unpleasant. And with that whole undertone of a slight sweetness to it from start to finish. Surprisingly, though, and not unpleasant. I don't think I liked it at first, but I think when I first sprayed it, it's not what I thought it was going to be. So I was kind of already in my mind, I had what it was going to smell like. And then when I sprayed it, it didn't at all. So that kind of put me off. But going into it now, a couple years later, with an open mind, it's not bad at all. I actually rather enjoy it. It's basically, what is it? It's a fresh citrus, lavender scent, really, with a hint of sweetness and some leather, a little bit of tobacco at the end, and that's it. Not unpleasant at all. Like I said, a bit of funk, and I'm not sure what the funk is coming from. Probably, like I said, the combination of grapefruit and leather. Because just think about that in your mind, grapefruit and leather together. Ooh, it's not a very attractive combination, and it isn't in this either for most people. But it's just a hint of that funk, so it's okay, because most of the other things, you've got to dig for that funk. So most of the other things are it's just a nice scent. I'm having a hard time, but it's really just a nice scent, guys. Fresh, spicy, bit of an aquatic vibe with that citrus scent. Yeah, with a leather and tobacco base, mostly leather, just a hint of tobacco. So that's it, guys. That's a day with. Hope you had a good day today, and I'll see you tomorrow with something else. Peace, love, be good to each other.